Okay, let's talk about our planet Earth. But what if we added something new to it? Imagine looking up and seeing a giant ring, but it's made entirely of our own trash. This ring would have trillions of little pieces of junk just floating way up there. So what's in it? Old satellites, broken rockets, even tiny little specks of paint. And all this stuff is moving super fast, way faster than a speeding bullet. So if we looked up from our backyard, what would we actually see in the sky? Well, during the day, it would look like a faint, shimmery line across the blue sky. Yeah, you'd have to look really close to see it. It would be kind of like a secret. But then, when the sun goes down, that's when everything gets really interesting. At night, the ring would totally light up, a bright glowing path across the whole sky. It would be so bright, way brighter than all the stars in the Milky Way. Actually, only the moon would be brighter. That's it, just the moon and our trash ring. But wait, why does it stay in a ring? Why doesn't it all just clump together? Well, it's because our planet Earth has a very special and powerful invisible rule. This power, called gravity, is like a big game of tug of war with all the trash. And that cosmic tug of war is what keeps all the pieces spread out in that perfect circle. So, if you looked up and saw this ring, would it feel beautiful or maybe a little sad? Well, it would actually be a total disaster. You'd imagine this incredible glittering monument stretching right across our sky. Just beautiful, but in reality it's a nightmare. For starters, we'd be completely trapped on our own planet. The first and most immediate problem, our entire space age would grind to a halt instantly. Why? Because trying to fly through that field of debris would be an absolute suicide mission. Everything in those rings is whipping around at about 28,000 km rate. It's just incredibly fast. And at those speeds, get this, even a tiny fleck of paint hits like a hand grenade. That means we'd lose everything: GPS, satellite, internet, global communications, all gone. We'd be cut off. Okay, so being trapped is bad enough, but then the rings would start raining down on us. This is all thanks to something called orbital decay. Our atmosphere would literally pull the debris down. At first it would look incredible. Imagine a sky full of shooting stars every single night. But here's the problem. It's not just dust. Bigger pieces would survive re-entry and hit the ground. We're talking about red-hot chunks of metal raining from the sky, causing damage and fires everywhere. And beyond all that, the rings would change our entire planet's environment forever. See, the rings would basically act like a giant mirror, reflecting more sunlight back into space. This would actually trigger a global cooling effect with totally unpredictable consequences for our climate. Then at night, the rings themselves would glow, creating insane light pollution across the whole planet. Basically, we would be completely cut off from the stars. We'd lose our view of the universe. It's summed up perfectly by this idea. Our cosmic cradle would literally become our cosmic prison. So it makes you wonder, what's the real price of that kind of beauty? In this case, everything. If you enjoyed this video, then subscribe for more. And feel free to leave your suggestions for what's next in the comment section down below.